Okay, I'm going to give a couple more minutes and then we'll start just so that everyone's not waiting. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. If people come in, they can come in and we'll kind of re-go over everything that we've already talked about. Let me see. So this is the How to Grow Your Brand on Social Media free webinar. So a little about myself. So my name is Hannah. I'm 28. I am in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm actually an RN by trade. So I started out in nursing. I did my whole RN degree. In that, I kind of figured out that growing up, that was always, everyone told me that nursing was the way to go. That was the only way to make money. It was a secure job. So I did that. And in that, I found that I was not happy. I'm a full-time single mom. So I have my 5-year-old son, and nursing was not allowing me to be with him and to be as present as I would like. Kind of in that journey of my nursing career, I had a small business. I kind of got into the drop shipping game like in 2018, and in that realized that small businesses, it was very intimidating for small businesses to approach marketing agencies or kind of anyone in marketing to talk about strategy or just talk about marketing in general. I felt very intimidated. So I wanted to kind of create a safe space in a marketing agency where no question was stupid. We kind of start from the bottom and just learn about marketing and about how to have strategy in your business that will make you profitable. So I created Synovial Marketing. Synovial Marketing helps small businesses to market their businesses, their product or service to their ideal client. We're a small team. It's me, a graphic designer, and Thomas, who is our SEO and backend systems manager. We all work remotely. So like Thomas is actually in Ireland, and Liz, who works for me as a graphic designer, she's in Virginia. I'm here. So we all kind of work together to have a full service marketing agency. So starting out, we will talk about like social media structure. So social media, I like to think of it as a funnel. So at the top of it is your awareness platforms, and then it kind of leads down. It should be with marketing, you need to bring your clients and customers on a journey and know out of the gate that when they first see you or first meet you, they're not immediately going to buy from you. It's a very long process, building trust and communicating with your ideal client and customer over time is going to, in the end, get that sale. So the awareness portion is kind of top of funnel. Then they're kind of like interested. They're like, oh, this might be for me. I'm interested. Then they're going to start considering like, oh, I've seen this person a couple times. I've seen them on multiple platforms. You might see them in person, or you might have had a conversation with them. Then through this process, they're going to make the decision the decision that you are an expert in your field, whether that be product or service, and they're going to make the decision to ultimately purchase. So that's kind of the journey that we hope to take all of our clients and customers through. And that's where we work with small businesses on their marketing to make sure that that journey is happening. So types of social media, like we're talking about top of funnel and bottom of funnel social media platforms. Pinterest is a top of funnel SEO based algorithm where people can actually, it's like a search engine. So people search keywords on Pinterest to find products and ideas. Pinterest is mainly a photo platform. It's aesthetically pleasing and positive. Their aim is to be a positive platform. So it's very visual. They're moving now into video as well, but it's still a very photo-based platform with a bunch of aesthetically pleasing, positive images and videos. We're going to talk more about Pinterest in the next slides, but it's a SEO algorithm. So it is based on keywords and it's top of funnel because it does run like a search engine. TikTok is kind of on the same plane with Pinterest, but it is very much, I'm sure a lot of you know, it's a video platform. So it's video-based reach platform. It is on that SEO algorithm, SEO being search engine optimization, which is keywords. It's important, which we'll talk about in the coming slides, to have those keywords, to have relevant keywords for your business, whether that be product or service-based. But Pinterest and TikTok are our reach platforms. So that's where people are going to find you. They're going to search for you using those keywords. It's a lot easier to be found on Pinterest and TikTok than something like Instagram. Instagram is kind of that middle platform. It's a nurture platform. So this is like your online portfolio. It's where people are going to kind of watch you for 3 to 4 months on this platform to kind of see okay, what's this person about? Someone might have shared your business with this person and they might look you up on Instagram. Instagram, which we'll talk about in the coming slides, is, like I said, it's like your portfolio. So if you don't have good product photos or videos, it can kind of be people are looking at that. If the business is not spending time on quality photos and videos for their Instagram, they kind of get iffy about the business. If you're not putting quality product or photos and videos out there, what about your products that we're buying from this business? So it's a portfolio. More people are searching on Instagram. I was listening to something the other day. People are starting to search for things like lawyers and attorneys and things like that on Instagram to see if they want to work with them or to kind of make that decision. So I thought that was interesting that Instagram is turning that way. But overall, Pinterest, TikTok are your reach platforms, and then Instagram is your nurture kind of portfolio. So brand cohesiveness. Not everything needs to be aesthetic and perfect, but everything on your social should be on brand. And when we're talking about that, we're talking about brand colors, brand message, logo, face of the brand. So branding is very important to have everything cohesive. You'll see in the coming slides that when someone comes to any channel of your social media, whether that be Pinterest or TikTok or Instagram, we want them to know where they're at. So if they come to your page on Instagram, we want them to know that they're coming to Synovio Marketing. They know from the logo, they know from the colors, they know from the content. If they go to TikTok and they search Synovio Marketing, they still know that they're on Synovio Marketing's page. from the colors, the logo, our message, everything about our different social platforms tells them that they're in the right place. That goes for your website as well, which we'll talk about in the coming slides. So pretty much all of your channels should reflect who you are, and everyone should know, whatever channel it is, they should know that they're in the right spot. So yeah, there's that. We'll look at that in these coming slides. So in talking about brand cohesiveness, these are some examples that we have personally done. This was a roofing Instagram you can see here. It started out, it had great photos. You come to this Instagram, you know that they're a roofing company, but it didn't really show examples of why we should choose them or what the benefit of that company is. So kind of how we fix that, I guess, is by adding those brand colors and by adding infographics. We'll talk about kind of having that level of photos to infographics. So now when people come to this social media channel, their Instagram, they see the logo on a couple of the infographics, they see the colors, they know that they are in this roofing company's Instagram. If they go to the website, they're going to know that from the Instagram, when they go to the website, that they're still at the right place because they've seen the logo, they've seen the colors, they understand the benefit of this roofing company over other roofing companies. So some of the infographics that we did really helped to outline that. And this actual company had some really cool things that they do in the community with some of their profits. So we were just able to highlight those through their social media and make it cohesive for that brand and for that business. So it just really makes their business their Instagram now looks like their business. It showcases who they are and kind of what they stand for, and it's all cohesive and pretty. So this is another before and after. So Pirate's Gold marinade. I don't what was happening over here. But so with this, Pirate's Gold is a marinade. So it does a lot with like food and, aesthetically pleasing food. We added like some of the gold colorings. We added they wanted to do some recipe stuff. So we really just made it where when people come to this, they want to get the marinade, they want to get the food. They're like, oh, that looks delicious. We did some really cool stuff with with the recipe portion of showing parts of the different recipes. And so, yeah, this just looks a lot more on brand for what they're trying to do. I feel like people are going to purchase from a brand and business that looks put together. This looks very put together, very professional, especially in restaurant or food industries. You want good product photography, videography. You want the food to look good so that they want to come to your restaurant. So this is what we're talking about with brand cohesiveness. So again, if someone were to go to Pirate's Gold's website after looking at their Instagram, they would know that it all flows together. It all kind of looks the same. You'll see the gold accents, you'll see the black, you'll see a lot of aesthetic food pictures, recipes, things like that. This is another company. So it started out with kind of like their team members' pictures here, some pictures of the food, but again, we added the brand colors, the blacks, the reds, some aesthetic pictures of the food, adding those infographics. So again, Instagram is that portfolio. So when someone comes to this page, they should be able to look at those top 4 images and know what you do, number one. Number two, why they should come to you. What is the benefit? As you can see, best in barbecue sauces and rubs is this business. So they should know what you do, why they should come to you, what's the benefit, and it should be professional and aesthetically pleasing. It doesn't have to be all matchy or, perfect, but it should look professional and aesthetically pleasing and on brand. Again, if they come from the Instagram and go to this website, they'll see that it all goes together. They know that they're in the right place on any social platform that they go to. It all looks very similar. I think this is the last one, but again, this is a company where they're a jet ski, like a jet ski rental. So we featured some of the jet skis, their logo, the colors of like the blue. They had some cool stuff like a travel guide. So just really amping up their branding and making it cohesive again. So if they go to any of their other social channels, or if they go to the website, or when they come to their Instagram, they know that you're at Jet Ski Amelia, and it showcases the benefit of this company. So again, this is kind of our example of brand cohesiveness across platforms. So when you go to our Instagram, you'll see our logo, you'll see the black highlights, you'll see our content. And then when you go to our Pinterest, it's kind of the same thing. You'll see our logo, you'll see the same content. Our TikTok, same thing. Also, if you are a solopreneur or a business where it is just yourself, talking about the face of the brand. So if you go to our Instagram, if you go to our Pinterest, if you go to our TikTok, you're going to consistently see me on all the platforms. So trying to stick with one face of the brand, or if it is a company that has multiple team members, maybe not having a face of the brand or one person, but in a kind of solopreneur aspect, you can have you as the face of the brand, so that when people go to the Instagram, go to the Pinterest, go to the TikTok, they'll continually see you talking in the videos, interacting in the videos, and know that they're in the right place. They know that they're at your page rather than some other marketing companies. So now we're going to dive into the specific platforms. Pinterest, again, is that SEO-based reach platform for product and service-based businesses. So a little while back, we actually got to meet with a representative from Pinterest, and they gave us this really cool slideshow of things, information regarding Pinterest, and it was super helpful. So 478 million people from around the world come to Pinterest each month. Year-over-year growth in monthly active users, 37%. 96 million monthly users in the USA. 97% of the top searches on Pinterest are non-branded. So something that is really cool about Pinterest, and it's a good thing for small businesses, is Pinterest levels the playing field in big companies, like let's just say Nike, for example. So if you have a shoe company and you're a small business, 97% of the top searches on Pinterest are non-branded. So Pinterest allows small businesses to be kind of level with the big businesses like Nike. And so that's a great thing, because it gives small businesses the opportunity to sell up against these bigger businesses. And pretty much what the representative was saying was that Pinterest is kind of like non-discriminatory discriminatory in that it puts small businesses pins up next to big businesses. So you're really at that level playing field. They don't, they're not just for big business, which I thought was very cool. So anatomy of a pin, they're using tasteful branding, the logo, vertical 2:3 ratio, text overlay. The text overlay is important and the call to action, because again, Pinterest is that SEO based platform, which means that it is really focuses on the algorithm is SEO based. So it's keywords. So if you have a text overlay or a call to action on the face of your pin, which you'll see in the coming slides, Pinterest as an SEO algorithm or keyword algorithm can pick up those words and will put it in front of clients and customers that are searching for those keywords. So let me see. So how do we create better pins? So there's different types of pins. They have awareness, online sales, signups. Pretty much it goes back to our basis of social media is good product photography, videography. Pinterest is now doing, they call them idea pins, but it's kind of like a short form video. You're wanting to invest in that good product photography, videography, having your logo, having the wording, making these awareness pins. So as you can see here, they have a new cheesy waffle panini. So that's bringing awareness to a new product. They have online sales. You can drive traffic to a certain sales campaign with shop now, surprise later, pin. Also a big one, which I love, if you know me, you know I love email marketing. So you can also use Pinterest to drive traffic to your email list. So like this last one here, it says sweet swimsuit deals delivered, sign up here. So that pin was created to be driving traffic to an email list. If you're interested in email marketing, we have a whole email marketing course. I'm obsessed with email marketing. But this is pretty much showing how to use pins. So using them to bring awareness to products and services, using them to get online sales, and using them for signups. Pinterest is great in the way of, with Instagram, if we make a post on Instagram, people can't click on that post and be directed somewhere. So there was this whole thing about people posting the URLs, like the websites, in their Instagram captions, and people were like, why would you do that? Because people can't click on it and it doesn't go anywhere. So that is true. We'll talk about that later. But with Pinterest, it's an amazing platform because you can create this aesthetic pin or this photo, now video, and when they click on that pin, it actually directs them somewhere and they're able to go to your website, to your Instagram, to your email form. So it's a great way for people to find you. It's our reach platform because it is SEO based algorithm, keyword algorithm. Great way for people to find your small business, and it's a great way to take that traffic and drive it to a blog or to your website or to your Instagram and take them where you want them to go. Okay. And then now we're going to touch a little bit on TikTok. I will go ahead and say that I am no TikTok expert. I do not claim to be a TikTok expert. I'm trying to get on the TikTok train. But with SEO, it's still an SEO-based algorithm, which means keywords are super important. People can and do search in TikTok. So they use the search bar like a search engine, like a Google type of thing, to search and find what they're looking for. Don't mind my face in this picture, but TikTok tips. So personal versus business account. We have both. I have a business TikTok as well as a personal TikTok. My personal TikTok, I still post some like businessy stuff on there because of the limited access to sounds and things like that. If you have a business TikTok account, you have limited access to sounds and things like that. So you can have one or the other. We have both. My personal account is a lot more active, but I've had it longer, and we're still working on our business account, but just knowing that the business account does give you a little bit limited access in sounds with trending sounds and things like that. Posting lots of relevant videos. So TikTok is a short form video platform. So making sure that you're posting a lot of relevant content. So on our business TikTok, we're talking about our marketing agency. We're talking about marketing tips and tricks. We're posting videos and content that we've created. All of it relevant to the marketing space. Wording or that text overlay on the videos is important. As you can see in this example here, the little text overlay says email marketing. So what TikTok does is it picks up that text overlay that's on my video. And when people are searching in this TikTok algorithm, when they're searching for email marketing, it picks up that the text overlay that I've written email marketing on my video caption, and it shows it to people that are searching. So it allows for you to be found easier, your business to be found easier, and it tells TikTok who to show the video to. So trending sounds versus talking videos, I think on Instagram as well as TikTok, they are trying to push more talking, educational videos more than trending sounds. I know when TikTok started out, it was all about dancing and trending sounds and being funny. But now Instagram as well as TikTok is pushing more educational, just talking videos, talking reels, which I think is great because I personally enjoy doing those. So now we're going to move on to my favorite, Instagram. We are super Instagram heavy over here, but it is a community-based nurture platform for product or service-based businesses. So let me see. Okay, so the magic of Instagram. Instagram, again, is the portfolio of your business. So photography and videography is important. Again, for if you have a product-based business, it's important to invest in that good product photography and videography. If you're a service-based business, it's super important to get photography and videography, invest in that. For the products, it's important because if people go to your Instagram and you do not have quality product photos or videos, it really attests to the quality of your products. If your photos aren't that great, people don't really know what they're buying, which is a problem, and they're probably not going to trust to buy from you. So with the service-based industry, it's important to have those photos and videos to teach the benefit of your service. So that's why we're constantly talking about the mix of infographics to photos. A lot of people just want to post just a photo with the caption, which is great. But again, if somebody comes to your Instagram and is just glancing at it, you want them to be able to glance over the first 4 images and say, oh, okay, we should choose this because, it gives information rather than just a photo, and them having to click on the photo, read through the caption. It's making them do a little extra work, which we know if our clients and customers have to do extra work, they probably won't. So So photography and videography is important. The mix of infographics to photos, using that first glance exercise. So when you first glance at your Instagram grid, do you know who that company is? Do you know what the benefit of that company is? Do you know what they're doing? Showcasing what you solve. So customer focused content. We posted a post not too long ago about how it is easy as business owners to get stuck in the the us mentality or me mentality of like, this is, how it's helping us or why we're great. But just remembering to really focus on the customer and why the customer needs it. How is it beneficial to the customer? If it's a service, how is that making the customer feel? Why should they buy it? Why are you different? For some of our product-based businesses, we try to tell them to talk about ingredients. If it's a product, do you use a special vegan product in your product? Do you use a certain ingredient that's safe on all skin types? Or just saying the benefit and showing in those infographics, I think is awesome. So that first glance, people really know why. Why should we be interested in this? I think that's the biggest thing overall, is people want to know why it's going to help them, how it's going to help them. We're all just interested in ourselves. So, also with Instagram, it is a community platform. So community and collaboration, that's what Instagram was built for. And that is how your business is going to perform the best on Instagram, is if you utilize that community and collaboration. So tagging and hashtags. So I'm sure you've seen our videos where we tag the people that are in the videos. If we go to an event or a market, we're going to tag all of those vendors. If we are doing product photography for a certain business, we're going to add that business as a collaborator on the post. This not only builds community, but it also gets your posts in front of their audience. So it's really expanding that reach. When you're collaborating on things, when you're tagging people in things, when you're creating content that is shareable and people want to share it and it's aesthetic and it looks nice and it might be cute or funny and it's shareable, then you're gaining that reach. So more people are going to share it. Their audiences are going to see it. Their audiences are going to come to you. I think we talk about that. So a little bit more on Instagram, the bio. So Instagram is not an SEO based algorithm, but as any platform, it still utilizes keywords. So in order to be found easier on Instagram, you can optimize your bio, which we're showing here. You should have your business name and keywords, like ours here is Full Service Marketing Agency. If somebody types in Instagram marketing agency, ours, will come up with that SEO and keywords. Description of your brand. We help small businesses succeed through effective marketing and business strategy. Hashtag that describes your business. So our hashtag is marketing strategy for small business. Your service area or location. So we are in Jacksonville, Florida. If people are looking for a marketing agency in Denver, Colorado, or Jacksonville, Florida, and any state or town, if you have that service area or location in your bio, you're more apt to come up in that search. So, and then we have our website linked there so that people can check that out. I could go on a whole other tangent about websites, but we will save that for another day. And so here's some more Instagram tips. Be personable. If you are in a saturated industry, people are going to choose your product or service because of you. So I say this to our clients all the time. If you are in a product or service-based business that is saturated, there's a lot of candle makers, or there's a lot of bounce houses, or there's a lot of whatever you do, the way that you are going to stand out is by one, being yourself. So people will buy from you because of you, because it is you. And because they like you and like your personality and the trust factor. And two, they will buy from you because of your ideal client. So we're talking about this in Jax Bridges. But if you know your ideal client well enough, you should not be serving everyone, or you should not be trying to attract everyone, and you should know who your ideal client is. Sometimes with that, our ideal client, we could be in a saturated industry, but our ideal client and who we serve is different in how we serve them than another business in that industry. So we did an exercise in Jax Bridges, which I thought was awesome to showcase this, but we talked about chicken restaurants like KFC or Raising Cane's or Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A. So there's so many chicken restaurants, but I think we can all say that Zaxby's versus like a KFC, or, those are two different market, like a Chick-fil-A versus a KFC or a Church's, are two totally different ideal clients. Like they're not serving the same people. And that's fine. Their type of service is different. Their product might be different, but they're all a chicken chain restaurant. So if you're in a saturated industry, make sure that you, number one, be yourself, because people are going to buy your product or service because of you, ultimately. And just know that you take the time to know your ideal client so well that you know who you're serving, and you're not trying to serve the Chick-fil-A clients. You know that you're serving your KFC clients or your Church's Chicken clients, and you serve them well. So really honing in, I guess, on your niche is what I'm saying. Utilizing stories. So we are super Instagram story heavy over here. I love Instagram stories. They're there for 24 hours. So if we have something that is just happening short term, you can share it on your story and it'll go away in 24 hours. So it's not like a static post on your Instagram grid. So with this, we're going to share like behind the scenes, announcements, relevant short-term information. Your Instagram grid, on the other hand, which are your static posts that stay there, should be something long-term. Something that's not expiring in 24 hours. Your grid, again, does not have to be perfect, but it needs to be, again, on brand. It is the portfolio of your business. You need to, invest in quality photos and videos so that it really showcases your brand and business, how you want it to be showcased. Clients should be able to look at your grid and know what you offer and why it is beneficial to them. So why are we taking the time to look at this? Make connections. So Instagram is about community. They want you to tag friends and make posts that can be shared by others. So shareable content is amazing. I don't know. We posted some posts, a couple posts back on our Instagram, and it was like a post that said, I serve, and then there was like a line, like you could fill it in yourself. I know everyone's seen like the quotes. People post like quotes and people will share them, or even memes. So I think those are really cool, like shareable content that could be on brand for your business is great. Okay, so KPIs, key performance indicators. So talking about all of this, how do we know that what we're doing on Instagram is working? So we can be doing all of these things, and how do we know that things are working or not working? So, what's your objective? Everything that we do has a purpose and a strategy. So, knowing what that purpose and strategy is important. So, what's the goal? What's the goal in your reel or post or story, your campaign that you posted? Is the purpose of it to get more sales, or is it to get more email addresses, or is it to just raise awareness of a new product? Really figuring out what the purpose is of what you're posting will help you to know if it's working, to know if what you're doing is working. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check on something. Okay. So with this, followers don't mean sales. So followers are great, and we love followers. We want to have followers. But just because we have a bunch of followers does not mean that we are getting a bunch of sales, and does not mean that we're succeeding. So again, knowing the objective for everything that you post. Why are you posting it? What are you trying to gain from that post, from that story, is important, because you can measure if it's working or if something needs to be changed. Our kind of slogan here is everything leads to the website. So with any type of social media, you do not own social media. So anything that we post on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, we don't, all of those platforms don't really owe us anything. We don't own any of that. We don't own any of the followers or any of that. So the main overall objective of your social media needs to be to lead to your website. So again, I could have a whole tangent on websites, but that goes into making sure that your website is working correctly and properly, so that we can drive the traffic from your social media to your website, which you own. And something with that is you can see on your posts or on your stories, if you post a story and you post a link on that story, you can see how many times people clicked that link. So watching that is important, because that tells you how many times they went from your story to your website or to your form or to wherever you were trying to go. So this is kind of an example. This picture is an example of what that would look like. It would say link clicks. I don't know why this doesn't say that, but it would say link clicks, and it would show you how many times they clicked over there. So again, utilizing Instagram stories allows you to take people from the social platform to your website. You should also be sharing about your email list to get subscribers. I am so heavy on email marketing. And featuring products and testimonials. So stories should be utilized. We're super heavy on stories to feature products, testimonials, show off your email list, try to get subscribers, show off your freebie to get people to that email list. And then you have your static posts on your Instagram grid, or like that long-term posts. So with that, does anyone have any questions? Anything that I didn't cover?
I have a question. So I was listening to you talking about being on brand and making sure that you have a face of your brand. Well, me and my husband both are kind of the face, and we want to be personable, but where do you draw the line of this doesn't relate to my business? Should I share it? How do we navigate that?
Yes, so 100%. There's definitely a line there, and that's something where if we go back, let me see if I can go back real quick to stop presenting and escape. Go back to this top where we were giving examples, not to pick on people, but no. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to navigate. Oh yeah, okay, I got it. We're good. Okay, so we get this a lot when we're talking about like this slide. A lot of people like we want to walk that line of being personable, but not like, okay, so if you are a restaurant or a jet ski rental place, you should not be posting a picture of your dog or, you know, telling a story about your dog on your business Instagram as a static post that's going to be there long term. Like if it isn't relevant to your business, or it kind of goes back to that objective, like why is the reason that you're making this post, or what is the reason behind it? You know, if there's a reason, if it connects to your business, that makes sense. But there's a lot out there that there'll be a restaurant and they post a picture of their dog and they'll be like, stop by the restaurant. And you're like, what did that had nothing to do with anything. So it kind of walks that fine line. I am really big on personality and like showing your personal side, but I do think that there is a line between having a personal account and a business account, in that some things need to be shared on the personal account versus the business account. So again, if you have a super cute dog, or you know it's your son's birthday, you might want to put that in the story, like use that as an opportunity for an Instagram story. But you know, we don't want to put that as a static post on our page that's going to be there long term, because it's not relevant to what we're trying to accomplish with the business page, if that makes sense.
I have something. I don't want to interrupt if everyone's done. So
Yeah.
I was listening to the radio this morning, and someone shouted out their small business saying they sell buttons and like vinyl decals and different things to use. And so obviously people go to their Instagram to try to support. And literally, it was only like 9 posts, and it only had one product. So you have, if you sell more than one thing, you have to display that on your social media, as well as have a website. Because I mean, some people might be okay with it, but a lot of people don't want to just purchase via DM. Like they just want to go ahead and make the purchase. So that's very important.
Yes, I could go, we could have a whole nother webinar on websites, because I think that Instagram and social media DMs are amazing. Like I'm not going to say we use them. We are in the DMs, we get the DM, like I got you on that. And I think there is valuable connections that can be made in DMs. You know, I think like if I post a story on like an Instagram story, and somebody comments on my story and we start talking in the DMs and Instagram DMs, that's building a connection. Like that's great. There is a place for Instagram DMs, but if you do not have a website, like you need a website. Like you need a place. A website is like the house of your business. So you need a place for that, for clients and customers to go, and it includes everything about you. It has places to buy from you, where your events are going to be at, what you're doing, like the up and coming new things, It has a subscription box for your email list, so they can get on your email list. A website is absolutely crucial. Like you need a website, you need a functioning website, you need a website that works for you. There's so many things. So yes, websites are absolutely crucial. And again, social media, all of the platforms of social media are a portfolio for your business. So make sure that they are cohesive, they are on brand, and things aren't random. They don't have to be perfect. You shouldn't be like stressing about being perfect, but they need to be on brand and cohesive and look nice. Like we kind of goes back to like the professionalism talk. Like you want your business to be perceived and taken seriously, and you want to be professional, and you want things to look nice. And so, I always talk about with my small businesses, like we don't see Target posting random things, or, yes, they're a big business, but there's intentionality and there's professionalism, and there's like, as small businesses, we need to move more of those big business tactics into small business. We can be small. We don't have to be a big business, but we need to take some of those things from big businesses and incorporate them into these small businesses so that you can be successful. Like that is how you become successful as a small business, is to treat your small business like it's a big business as much as you can. That's how they became big businesses. So. Let me click through here to get to my last slide. Okay, so end all be all of this webinar. I appreciate everyone coming. It was great to get to talk to y'all. So I want to kind of leave you with where Synovial Marketing can fit in to your business. We are always here for any marketing, business questions, concerns. Our DMs are always open. Our email is always open. So no question is ever stupid. We are definitely open to all things to help. With that said, our social media management, we, as a marketing agency, like I said, kind of in the beginning introduction, we are a full service marketing agency. So we offer social media management, email marketing services, web design, marketing consulting. So we can offer all of those things. With the social media side of things, these are our packages. So we start as low as $275 a month, which gets you 1 to 2 times a week of us posting. Both our bronze and gold packages, the client provides the content. So that means you'll be giving us photos and videos. We'll be creating the content and posting. Our silver package, that $400 a month, is you giving us the content, or us going out and taking the content, taking the photos and videos, creating the content, and then posting with that daily engagement and things like that. So those are all available. They're available on our website. So with that, any other questions? Okay, well, I appreciate everyone getting on, and I'm sure I will be seeing you very soon at events or at markets. I'll see you out in the real world.
Thanks, Hannah.
Yes, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.